Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Realistic Jetstream. The model number is 12-626. This is an AM airband portable radio. These sold in 1967 for a price of $21. I'll try to put a little ad up here so you can check that out. Very cool radio. Picked it up for $20 off eBay. I'll have links below if you're interested in this radio. I had been watching this one for a while. Really cool design. I'm a fan of the Jetstream Series. I have a Jetstream Mini, a few other Jetstreams. I'll try to put those in the iCard section. You can check out those reviews. Really like the label. They have the Patrolman series as well. Just fun. But I'm definitely love the aircraft band. So it's an old radio. When I got it off eBay, it was really dirty. The whole front was really like spilled soda or something all over it. It didn't look very appealing, and I figured it was worth a gamble, and it paid off. Cleaned it up pretty well. I'm not going to replace the paint. Kind of adds character there. But I did open it up and clean it, and we'll show you the insides and show you how I cleaned it and got it working, because when I first got it, it wasn't picking up anything. The AM band didn't work. The aircraft band didn't work because the band switch was dirty and the volume potentiometer was dirty. So once I cleaned those two things up, everything woke up and everything's great now. Loving it. So let's look at the radio. Realistic solid state. Nice. Yeah, liking it. So yeah, we'll go over the features here in a second, but let's first start with dimensions. We are 6 inches across. We are 3 5/8 of an inch in height. And then we have a thickness of 1.5 inches. We'll do a little size comparison here. Always have handy radios. So we're shooting this during the day. It's 11:11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA. So if we do try the aircraft band to pick up anything, it'll probably be air traffic control out of O'Hare International. So there you go. CC Pocket. Awesome. Next is CC Skywave. Of course, definitely worth putting here. It's AM FM weather band, air band. Beautiful. Shortwave radio. Pretty neat just to show you where technology has gone in all these years. From 67 to now. Not bad. And of course, last but not least, we have a deck of cards here. And who's our favorite guy? Iron Man. Oh yeah. He's the man with the master plan. He loves realistic Jetstream radios in each hand. He likes to fly high with the Jetstream brand. He is the man, I don't know, who flies faster than he can. I just make it up. Jetstream, buy one now. Yeah, when I say buy one now, it is fun. Totally worth it if you like to work on radios. I don't mind refurbing them. It's really cool to own a classic like this. It sounds good, tunes well, and it doesn't take much to keep it maintained. So let's look at features of the 12-626. Very cool model. Like I said, there's different models you can get out there. This one is notorious for the silver coming off. I guess you could repaint it if you wanted to, but again, I'm leaving mine for character's sake. So, and I'm lazy. On the left-hand side, I had to do a lot of cleaning. We have an input here, a DC input. I believe it's 6 volts. It didn't say so, but it might on the schematic on the inside. If you look here on the back, it says AC adapter. I'm guessing 6 volts since the batteries. It runs on its 4 AA's, so 6 volts. Realistic solid state. It's a 10 transistor radio, by the way, since you saw in that ad. Medium wave VHF. And you got the speaker grill here. And behind here is a 2.5-inch speaker, or 66 millimeters. Jetstream. There you go. The 108 to 135 megacycles, right? Not megahertz, megacycles. Awesome. I'll get the AM dial up here. It's a dual dial, which is nice. AM radio and then VHF down the bottom here, aircraft. And we tune it on the side here. Nice. Yeah, it's real smooth tuning, by the way. And of course, there's our big tuning wheel there. And now we have an on-off volume control. Not picking up anything at the moment. Carry strap. On top here, it looks like we have a little jack in it. I believe that's the antenna jack. I looked at it. It looks like it's connected to the whip. It has a little wire to that. So if you have an external antenna for aircraft, you can hook it up to there. Totally cool. You can research and see what fits that. Our whip antenna is fairly long, and it has the original end on it for protecting yourself. This one extends out to a whopping 26.5 inches. So yeah, it picks up the aircraft real well in my area. In the back here, you can see open it up, which we'll do in a second with a nickel. Pretty simple. I made a nice wide screw. Here's our band select switch I had to clean up with Oxix D5. I used this stuff here. Worked out really well. I sprayed a Q-tip and then I jammed the Q-tip into the sides of the switch and then worked the switch back and forth. It's better than spraying it directly on the PCB. Less mess. So, and this one's a nice one. It's got the adjustable valve, low, medium, high. I set it to low. Like I say, just spray it on a Q-tip and then use that Q-tip on the radio. So definitely good stuff to have for switches and jacks. But don't use it on your potentiometers. For potentiometers like the volume pot, I use this little guy here. The fader formula, the FN5 fader. It's more expensive, but definitely will last forever. Just a little tiny bit will clean up volume pots, controls, and faders. So nice to have. There you go. Cool stuff. All right. So yeah, earphone jack here on the back. Mounts for the antenna there. And yeah, looking good. In the bottom here, it's got feet, spot for opening the radio. And of course, this does stand nicely. Very cool. So we want to see the inside? Yeah, let's open it up. Let's have some fun. I mean, yeah, I could turn it on too, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and open it. Keep it off for a moment. Get this on there. Okay, so I'm on camera looking through the little LCD. I get it loosened, and then I can just go by hand here. Yeah, so this is made in Taiwan. Very cool. Like I said, yeah, made in the late 60s. Just a very neat radio to own and to work on. I'm enjoying it. We will get to do an AM band scan here shortly, and then I'll fire up VHF and just see if we can pick up some aircraft. Probably do that first. It's a little tricky. You just kind of go back and forth on the wheel until you hear something, click in, then you wait a little bit. If not, I did pre-record something. I found a few, little bit of chatter. I made it short. Of course, I'll have it up here as well in the iCard section. So if you're interested in what it sounds like, you can check out that short video. Okay, I think I got it unscrewed there. Take your nickel, pop it down here in the bottom, and it opens up the radio. So we got this back side here. There we go. So we're open. Here is the radio. So as you can see, it runs on 4 AA batteries with a 9-volt connection there. It's kind of an interesting battery setup here. I believe it's, I'll show you here. Yeah, it's kind of a special holder. It's got offset for the speaker there. Yeah, I don't know where you could find that holder. It'd be hard to replace, so be careful with that one. And there's your band switch. And of course, I sprayed the formula. Let me see if I can light it up with a flashlight. Got a flashlight here handy. Right down in there. Yeah, see where that black is? There, right there. I used a little deoxic on a Q-tip and just saturated it and worked it in there. And that's where I accessed to clean the switch. Very simple. All right, hopefully you could see that with that light. And what else we got here? We got our volume pot. It had a little glue on there. It took a while to scrape that off, so I get the wheel off. That's how you clean the potentiometer. Once you get this off with a small screwdriver, there's a little film. Just pull the film off, and then you get your potentiometer. And that's when I use the fader formula. I put a little bit on a Q-tip as well. It was actually green corrosion, and I cleaned it up, and no more crackle on the volume, which is fantastic. Our antenna, internal AM antenna for medium wave, is 4 3/4 inches, if you're wondering how long that is. And it has some decent pulling power during the day and evening. Here's the connection for the VHF antenna. As you can see, it pulls right straight out of there, and those blades hold it in. And then there's our external antenna jack coming in. Like I said, it looks like a wire coming off the post and going to the whip antennas area. You can see kind of that wire runs right behind there. It looks like it solders right to that board. So interesting stuff. Loving it. And then the neat thing is on the back side here. This is just a lot of fun, guys. I'm just enjoying this. We got a little schematic. I don't think my phone's going to focus that. Is it going to focus? A little bit. So there you go. You got a little schematic diagram. You Got some information here. AM band, VHF, speaker size. So there you go. Pretty cool. What batteries to use. And our model number. Awesome. So yeah, everything looks pretty decent on the inside. I was pretty amazed by that because the condition on the outside wasn't so fantastic. So I was pretty happy to see these labels still intact. So let's go ahead and put it back together and turn it on, huh? Yeah, I think I showed you everything. So the trick is to line up that antenna there. There we go. I think I felt it drop in. And it does snap together fairly easily. There we go. Okay. And right at the top here. There we go. Awesome. Fits nice and snug. All right, so we'll put this screw back down because we don't want that to mess up my table. Let's see if I get that started with my hand first. That might work. So yeah, if you're looking for a cool vintage radio, this is one to pick up. It is a fun little guy. And I shouldn't say little. It's not totally small, but it's not like the Jetstream Mini. But I like it. I just like the character of the radio. What really got me is the design of the cabinet. The little airliner on there. It looks pretty cool. So there we'll snug it up with the nickel. Done. All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to switch to VHF. Boom. All right. We'll start at the bottom of the VHF band. It actually not too far because it starts. You get the FM and it doesn't sound that great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the antenna as much as I can on my table here, because you need as much as possible because I'm downstairs in a subfloor basement. And with this radio, it's pretty finicky. So I'm going to extend that antenna, yeah, as far as I can, 26.5 inches. And I got a little wire. This is a 12-foot wire. I don't think it'll make a huge difference, but it added a little gain when I did it last time. So I'm going to just clip it there. And then off we go. So let's see if I can get this to not hit anything and turn it on. So we'll get the volume control here. Turn it on. Got to crank it all the way up on VHF and make sure I turn it down for AM. Might hear some cracking. That's probably from the tuning potentiometer. We'll see if we can't pick up some transmissions in the next minute or two. Something there. Sometimes going slow helps. I know right around this area it's active. There we go, picked up something there. Again, you can hover, spend a lot of time, get some kind of digital signal there. So we can get somebody talking. Should be pretty active during it. There's something very quiet. There we go. Let's just hover here for a few seconds. Cool. So yeah, just a fun radio, and it's surprising how well it works. I didn't even have to recap it. Original capacitors. Very cool. That's how you tune the aircraft band, just back and forth slowly, waiting, trying to just fine-tune it a little bit by little movements, and then wait to hear what you hear. I mean, it can be exciting. That's why you probably want to use an AC adapter so you don't burn out your batteries if you like to listen to aircraft band quite a bit. I mean, you could get, of course, a inexpensive scanner, which I'd recommend, like a Bearcat. I use my 75 XLT for aircraft. I love it because it scans those channels so fast, and it's like constant aircraft chatter. So let's move a little bit more. There's a little something. Sometimes you get a follow-up message, sometimes you won't. But yeah, it's just cool to have fun with.
No, we'll get up there. We're just doing it nice and relaxed style. United 2401 checking in at 270, climbing 300.
Hopefully you guys are hearing that well. I'm not sure. good frequency. Not sure the exact frequency, but again, if you had a scanner, you could probably find it.
Center Ventura 560, 50400.
All right, pretty good sampling of the aircraft band. So let's go ahead and turn this down so we don't blow our eardrums out. We'll turn this to the bottom of the AM band. We'll recheck the VHF antenna because for the AM, we use that internal ferrite antenna that I showed you, that 4 3/4 incher. And expect during the day, great on locals, great on semi-locals, and distance stations possible. So evening, of course, almost every AM radio wakes up, so expect decent AM reception in the evening. So, of course, it's directional, so you'll see me moving the radio to help tune it. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Oops, we're already on. Gonna switch it to the AM band. Awesome. I love that it does, dual duty here. Okay, turn this up. I don't know how much I need. Okay, our first signal is going to be WAUK, I believe.
No. But by showing independent voters the insanity.
There's WAUK.
The only reason that we're seeing any movement from the Republicans in the state legislature is because they got trounced. And Robin Voss almost
I think
lost
this is
his
a
primary.
left-wing station.
And now it's like, ooh, gosh, I guess after 8 years of not having to do anything to respond to our constituents, now maybe, we might have to.
Gotta get my daytime list out.
They're turning out to vote. I
nighttime
know,
list.
gosh, what a terrible thing for democracy. Well, I think keeping an eye on this is important because if they're willing to say
So 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin.
reported on, and this is not something that got unearthed after investigators
Every day in 2024. Arnie, in Kentucky. Hi, Mark Davis in for Dennis. How you doing? Welcome.
I'm doing good, Mark. Thank you for having me on.
Here's 560 WIND, Chicago.
52 years old, and I am a Trump supporter.
And, of course, current time, 11:26 a.m. Central Standard Time. Here's Chicago, Illinois. So these will all be local stations.
I do live in Kentucky, and they're getting ready to have thunder over Louisville. I don't know if you've ever heard of that or not.
What is it?
But that's what we need. We need thunder in our
Okay, I'm not sure what the heck's going on there, but I think that's going to be 580, which is about 150 miles south, that direction. I'm just going to turn on the Skywave here, and I was going to enter in the frequency 580 and see if I pick it up. Okay, they're playing some kind of jazz music. That's cool. First time I've heard that. Awesome. Turn that volume up. I probably can't hover. I don't know if it's protected or not. NPR station, WILL, Urbana, Illinois, on 580. Nice. Turn it this way and you can't hear it. So, yeah, you gotta aim that antenna there, horizontal, to the station you're trying to receive.
That was Christian McBride with Ray
To the
Brown
south.
and another icon.
As you can see, it disappears. Now we're going to try to pick up stations in that direction. Turn it up.
All praise to Cellfax.
With Ford financing, we're offering 0.9% financing for 66 months on all remaining 2022 F-150s and 0% financing.
Here's 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
22 Escapes.
This special offer ends May 1st, so come in today and find out why so many people love to buy from Miller Ford.
And now, more of a Steve.
Me.com and find out if you're part of the 80%.
Chicago's BIN 640 is powered in partnership with ComEd, powering live.
640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois.
Have a higher win total than the Packers. I don't remember the last time that happened. I don't remember the last time that happened, Joe. And I agree with you. I don't remember.
670 the score, WCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs.
Look out for the Lions, but this is the first time that I actually believe in the Lions. Yeah.
Kennedy, we have those construction delays inbound, so it's 45 minutes in from O'Hare. Outbound, seeing some delays between Montrose and Harlem. Eisenhower slow between Manheim Road.
720 WGN Chicago.
Beautiful high-quality windows for half price with no payment.
Gotta love those three-letter stations.
Go to mywindowworks.com
Old school.
for a free estimate. WindowWorks, the company you trust. Chicago police say they're taking steps to prevent a recurrence of last weekend.
There's no real telling. Life is a series of choices and decisions.
750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana. I believe a Catholic station.
Music is about making choices. It's about being decisive. This portion sponsored by Dream Kitchens, topping our news at the half hour. Second Ward Alderman Brian Hopkins is commenting on the mayhem in downtown Chicago last weekend. That included.
Here's 780 WBBM Chicago News Radio. They have old-time radio shows between 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. Central Standard Time near Chicago here. If you can pick up WBBM 780 at that time frame from where your location is in the evening, which you should be able to pretty much any East Coast, South, Texas, you might even pick it up, North and Canada. So yeah, definitely try to tune it in. It's fun. I love old-time radio. I have a lot of shorts in my shorts section.
Announcing stepped-up security measures following the violence last weekend. The plan includes a curfew for minors at Millennium Park and bag checks.
They don't understand who a stranger could be. They'll probably come back with it's a really bad person. They're ugly.
Here's 820 WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois.
Doctors are very charming. Children can get fooled very easily by somebody who's very nice if they don't recognize that person as dangerous.
We got a faint station. That's 850 WAIT. No, that's long gone. WNOV 860. It's Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah, I don't know why I thought 850. I still got that on my list. Surprising. 860 WNOV in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 52 miles to the north and 200 watts. So it's picking it up. That's nice. Okay, we'll go a little quicker. A little too quick.
90 WLS News.
There we
Paid
go.
for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less.
Just got the call letters. This is 890 WLS Chicago. Another three-letter station. Awesome.
Maybe you've heard switching to Medishare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's true that people are way more satisfied after making.
High-pitched whine coming from the camera.
Even if you didn't have the immediate emotional response to the reality of God's mercy, I think we should accept that as our parents.
But I'm with you. As soon as you start to question the integrity of the games themselves, which people do, but it's NBA rigged, NFL rigged, things of that nature.
920, the Big Badger, WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
That is what Rappaport said. Oh, so I heard you correctly. Why is the difference? That is because the weight of the Lord, but trust is based on a lot more than just our emotions, but rather, what we know.
These are coming in kind of faint. These are semi-local, 930 WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois. Relevant radio.
Thanks for calling.
Hi, yes, and part of my headphones. I can't.
Okay, let's just see what this is, 940. It is. And this radio is picking it up better than this. Skywave, that's interesting. WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin.
Plays for Fort either.
But the way I do it now is, you know what?
950 WNTD, Relevant Radio, Chicago.
So, pretty kind of a periwinkle blue flower. And I am not sure
970 WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
any invasive
list. That
You're listening to Black and Abdallah on Chicago's Home for Sports, ESPN Chicago. Listen to us now, live on the ESPN Chicago app.
So 1000 WMVP Chicago, ESPN, awesome. We have a lot of stations to go through. Don't know if I'll get them all, but this radio's doing pretty good. .1030 WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois. Next to it, 1050. It's getting a little harder to get selectivity. WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology.
In fact, they were fried broccoli, cheese, and bacon bits. Thrown into a deep fry. So, you can do that.
Okay, I'm missing 1070. I thought I heard it. Okay, that's 1070 right there.
Again, the food slapped really hard, so I'm going to give a food a good score of 1.75.
Nice. Well, you find a good chicken dumpling, you can't say no to that. I mean, that does look delicious.
Yeah. Entertainment's where they get docked a little bit. They did have 9 TVs. They did have 5 video poker machines, 2.
Pretty impressed. WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin, 1070.
And this is a big butt. They didn't have pull tabs. That was just
1080 next to it, WNWI, Oklahoma, Illinois.
María, pidiéndole su bendición y su protección.
1110 WXCS, Chicago.
Eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo. Bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres y bendito.
I don't know why Trump keeps going to some of these issues. We've already said there are areas where
1130 WISN, Milwaukee.
I understand why people might think he is the only guy or he's the best guy. I get it.
I had struggled through, and those suited me to say, "Oh, you're going to fail. We all fail."
1160 WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Christian Radio, Chicago, Illinois.
I needed to grow and to learn, and I do.
1180 would be right here.
To quit, whether it's.
Darn it, it's not there. My squirrel's not there.
Johnson Light is John. It's like it's de amigos. Pero para el negocio no es inteligente en ese sentido porque obviamente hasta el momento
WRTO Chicago 1200.
La ventana de los White Sox igual que la de aquí todavía cerrada, ¿no? O sea, ya
Hundreds of emails and.
Yeah, I can't pick it up. Okay. Keep going.
Uncommon sense investing. Just let us run your numbers because telling you yes, you can retire is one of the best parts of my job. We've guaranteed for a long time.
WCLO maybe? Let me just check that.
At Uncommon Sense Investing.
Gary, what sets Uncommon Sense apart from other investment companies?
I like them because they're a local company and they're very trustworthy, and I just trust the
Yep, Janesville, Wisconsin, 1230. Now we're just going to go right to the top of the band.
Can you explain?
Show you.
That's the biggest reason.
So I think it was 1605. We'll find out.
It's here to make it work.
Yeah, right.
They squirted in a bunch of.
Everybody on the left. Fuck.
So we're just going quickly through the bands. Or bands, stations. 1620. Lake County Traffic Advisory Radio. Always comes in choppy.
Yeah, that's
1640 WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin. Relevant Radio.
But the people who depend on you and your business for
Straw Genetics
age-related fat loss. The most simple and effective treatment for this.
It tops out at 1670 WOZN. We'll just double check that with the Skywave here. Frequency 1670.
A neuromodulator such as Botox can be used in small amounts.
Nice.
At Rejuvenation Clinic of Soft Prairie.
Cool. Pretty happy to have this radio. Very cool. Yeah, recently acquired. Very happy. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. I couldn't cover the whole AM band, but maybe I'll do some dedicated bands with it. Why not, right? Yeah. So maybe in the future I'll do a dedicated daytime and dedicated evening just to see what it can do. Just a fun radio. I love the aircraft band. It's fantastic. So, as I said, just a little minimal stuff you got to do to maintain it. And I bet you this radio runs for many years to come. So, definitely a worthy pickup. I have eBay links below if you're interested in checking it out. If you pick one up, yeah, it supports the channel. I think I get like a 50 cents or something. And it helps, even though it's not like huge. Every little bit does help, so I can pick up these radios to show you guys. And of course, yeah, it helps, grow the channel. Everybody likes to see more growth on the channel and see more new radios. Like I said, I like doing these classics. They're amazing. 2, if you like Realistic Brand, you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, get notified of future reviews of Realistic Brand radios. I'm always on the lookout. It's one of my favorite brands to collect. Very cool. And 3, comment below what you think about the Jetstream 12-626 from 1967. Would you be picking one up? It's funny that it retailed for $21 back then, and I picked it up for $20 today. So, very cool. So, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and we'll see you in my next video.